Hello everybody and welcome to Farmer's Life here on the PS5. So I'm deciding to start a series on this game. This game is basically where you can build your own dream farm and work your own machinery and basically live the fundamentals of farming kind of based after the Second World War. So, what we're going to do is we are going to jump in now. I've already played some of this, so I'm not going to do the tutorial. But if you do decide to skip the tutorial, this video will kind of give you an idea of kind of starting point on where to go. So we're going to start a new game. We're going to jump right in. So I would recommend you do the tutorial. That gives you kind of the basics of the controls. So our first task here, as you can see, is to defeat alcoholism. Now, the whole point behind this is that you've lost your parents, you've got their farm, but you are grief-stricken, so you've turned to drink, and you've pretty much been doing that for a good majority of your life. So here we start out at the farm. So we're going to take a walk in here. Now, if you're on the PlayStation 5, I'm not sure what the control will be for Xbox, but if you press triangle, it will give you farmer's view, which will do this, and it will give a white outline around certain items. So if you can't find the gate, it's handy to do that. So into the farm we go. Now, you'll notice that your farm is absolutely littered with a lot of stuff, a lot of junk around, and there's a lot of materials that you can use. So we're not going to do that right at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on the sort of starting point of the farm. So you've got your barn here, which is this big building here. You've also got the stable and chicken coop. So you've got a chicken coop here. Now, chickens will give you eggs eventually, but you really need to feed them. So at this point in the game, you're not going to be able to feed them at all. You also have a storage bunker here, which is good for keeping the food, some of the food supplies like meats and stuff over the winter time. There's Fluffy, our pet pig. We'll go into the... Oh, right, so we get a letter. We don't know who this is from. You are absolutely shameless. Now you're even drinking in the graveyard. How could you leave bottles and trash on your parents' grave? This pig by your side has more culture. So, okay, that is the opening to what we're going to be doing in a short moment. So let's go into the house. So here we have our bedroom where we can sleep. We have a small storage box. Now, if you look on the right-hand side, you'll see there's a number 01000. That is the amount of items that you can currently have in that box. I think it goes by, I'm not sure if it goes by weight or by actual quantity number. So you've got your bed, you've got a chest, there's nothing really else in here. Here you've got a larder, which holds 4,000 capacity. As you can see, we've already got meats and stuff in there. Now, if you want to transfer anything into it, you need to, on the PS5, you need to press L1, and that will transfer you over to your backpack. And you can put items in there. You click triangle to transfer, and it will ask you how many items you want to transfer. In the kitchen, we have got a stove here, but we need to get logs to start the fire. So we have got 10 logs and 10 buckets of water to start us off, so we can cook something. But we're going to leave that until later on down the line. On the bottom left, let's see if I can, there we go. On the bottom left, you've got some icons. We have got hunger, thirst, energy and health. So we've got to keep an eye on them and make sure that they are all kept up throughout the time. So we do have more materials here. We've got wood and we've got some asbestos roofing. We've got an old tractor here that we need to repair, but that will come later on. So we do have chickens running about. And some more stuff here. So what we're going to do from here, I'm hoping I haven't missed anything out, but in the barn, if you want to run, you can click down on the L3 button. In the barn here, we have got a rifle and we've got some ammo, which we're not going to need right at the moment, but I just thought I'd point it out that it's there. Oh, I'll tell you what we can do. I'll show you how you work this as well, just in case you pick this up and you've not done the tutorial, because this is actually in the tutorial. So you've got your weapon, and what you can do is now, sometimes if you fire this weapon, some of this actually turns pink, and I don't know why. It must just be a thing in there. Right, so where are we? On the roof. Now the aiming in this is not the best, but if you hold R1 it will aim. Now I've got my settings up a wee bit high, and then if you press R2 it will fire, and as you can see it's turned absolutely everything pink. Why it does that I have absolutely no idea. So what we can do is we can put this away, or we can actually set it. So if we go over to the gun and we click X, it will put quick access, which will put on the bottom left, as you can see I'm scrolling through the numbers there, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So if you do want to put it in there, you can do that. So what we can do there is we can press down on the D-pad and it will put the gun away. We can highlight it and press up and it will bring it up. So we can have 5 items in there. So right, let's get going. So our first mission is to go and clean our parents' graveyard. Now it's a bit of a walk, but we'll open up the map. So this dot here is our farm, and it's got a small dot in the middle, or the circle with a dot in it. That is a fast travel point. So once we get to the marketplace, which is over here, and this is the church, this is where we want to go. Now there are areas in the game that do have landmines in the ground. They're more in the wooded areas. So there is a wooded area down by the marketplace that has a bunker in it with a bike that we could potentially get, but it's got landmines all around it, so we're not going to do that right at the moment. So what we're going to do is head to the marketplace and get our fast travel points for there, and we're going to go to the church at the graveyard and clean up the graveyard. Now the captions at the bottom, I have turned off the protagonist's voice because it's annoying. It really is annoying. So if you do see captions come up and you can read it quick enough, then I would recommend you just read it quick enough. Now what we can do from here, there are 2 abandoned houses here. We can go and loot the crates that are there. So if we go into this one here, now if you hit the farmer's vision, it should pinpoint this pile of trash, and there is a chest behind it. Some of them you will have to use crowbars for, but when we get to that point, we'll get to that point. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the rifle ammunition just now, and I might take, what is that? Oak grains. I'll take that as well. Fuel, I'm going to leave that for now because we will get to doing that once we have started to clean up the farm and stuff. So right, it should pop up, or it has already popped up, that we have, yes, now there's a dot in the middle of that circle, so that means it's a fast travel. So this guy here is a pain in the backside, just ignore him. He tries to fight you all the time. You do get stuff off him if you manage to knock him out, but it's the fighting sequence in this is just absolutely terrible. Right, so here's the church. So we're going to turn left here, and then we're going to turn right. Now, the gate is away up the other end there, but if you go in this way, it's a bit quicker. So there is the priest, and this is your parents' graveyard. So what you do here is you press, I think it's R2 to tidy up, or want to tidy up. There, oh, yeah. See how it's highlighted now? If I come away, and then I highlight it there, clean up, press X. There we go. So that's that task completed. So what we can do now is we can go and talk to the village people. No, I'm not talking about the YMCA. I'm talking about the people in the actual village. So we have shops here. This fella here, he is the mayor. So what we can do is we shall... You can... Okay. You can just come up to these people and press to talk. You can go in and buy items off them. If you've got enough money. I only have one... I'm going to say £1. I don't know what it would be. So you can get items off different people. There's the fruit and veg. This is the meat market. This guy sells livestock. And you can buy the troughs as well, which would be great for the chickens. You need to, it does say on the very bottom underneath buy, you need to improve relations with the traders. So that means doing jobs for them. Or giving them gifts, if you have any gifts. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to this lovely lady over here, which I think her name is Anne. And we're going to go to Can I Help? So then she gives you a quest. You're all alone, you poor thing. I know, there's no one to even cook your dinner, or cook you dinner. I'm worried that you can't go through this alone. I'll explain everything. It's not that hard. Cook yourself some broth and bring it to me for a taste, okay? I give you veggies recently, but you have to get yourself some meat alone. Right, okay, so there is not really a way to tell what's in your larder. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go into here. Now, I keep forgetting, I've not told you what to do here, but once you're in this menu, if you press R1, it goes down to the bottom for journal, map, build, and market. So, and the L1 to go back. So we're going to go to journal. And that has not given me what... Oh, I forgot to agree to doing it, so let's agree. There we go. Cooking is easy. Now we'll go into the journal. Right, there we go. So what we need to do is cook a delicious broth. Right, so we need to... On the Ps5, press the center panel and go to map. And then we're going to scroll across to our farm. And then fast travel. It will advance the time by however many minutes it tells you on the fast travel panel. The game is enjoyable, don't get me wrong, it is enjoyable. The only gripe I have is the weather system is absolutely horrendous. There was, on one of the playthrough I did, it was raining constantly for days, and it was really starting to get annoying. Right, let's go to the stove and click use, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come down here. There might be an easier way to do this, but right, so we have absolutely everything we need. So all we need to do is require the stove to burn. So if we hit back and go up to start fire. Now you got to keep clicking X to add wood, but when it starts adding wood, there you go, and then the stove will be on. So what we're going to do is we're going to, if you want to go, I heard footsteps. If you want to go here, you can prepare cold stuff like slice up ham and stuff. But we're going to go here and we're going to cook broth. So it takes 2 hours and 51 minutes. And that's it. Now, we can go about and do what we want. And then it will come up with a notification. So we won't go far. We'll stay on the farm. And we'll just run through a couple of... Oh, there's the rain started. That is just great. Right, what can we do here? So we have a build menu. Right, I'm going to click square to stop displaying the help menu. So we can go to build, and we can build fences. It tells you what starting material you need and the required material afterwards. So we could build fences and gates. If we go to other, we can build beehives. We can do storage chest, compost bin, garage, all that kind of good stuff. And it actually tells you exactly what you need for every item. Now, what I would recommend you do is buy a hammer. Or if you can find a hammer, even better. The X is a delete function, which allows us to delete items. So we could, if we want to, we can... I've not tried it, but we could probably delete that, destroy it, but we don't want to do that because that is scrap, and we need scrap. But we can delete, like if you put a chest down in the wrong place by accident, you can use that to delete it. And the electricity part is really cool because we get to put electricity in. Now, it will only work, obviously, if you have a light bulb and scrap, but kind of... yeah, and if you don't make your payments on time, the mayor will shut off your electric. So just be careful of that. 10:25 in the morning, and it is already getting dark, which is already annoying me. It's just so dark. So what we do have is a lantern. So we can press and hold square, and go to equip, let it go, and then we have got ourselves a lantern, so we can actually see what we're doing in the dark. But once you get some lighting in here, it won't be so bad. So yeah, every time he tells you he's needing to drink, that is his way of saying that he wants alcohol. You don't want to give him alcohol because you're trying to beat alcoholism. So the longer you can hold off, the better. So we can see my hunger's gone down a wee bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into the menu here, into the backpack, which is the center panel on the PlayStation controller, and we're going to eat some bread. Now you can get bottles of water, as you can see here, but what you can do, I know this is a lot to take in, but once you've done it, then you'll know exactly what's going on. You can drink from this well also, if you have a bucket, which if you do the tutorial, your barn catches fire, so you've got to grab water from this well in a bucket. There is a bucket line about somewhere. I can't remember exactly where it is, but there is a bucket line somewhere. I'm sure there is. Why is that stuck on the wall? Don't know why that's now stuck on the wall, but never mind. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll put a light switch in, right? So what we can do is we can come here and it highlights it. If we press X, it will just gather it. You don't need to hold the button, just press it. So it's 5 scrap. Now, it might get rid of this. So as you can see there, it says 1 scrap. If you press R2, it will install a light switch. There we go. Now, obviously you can't turn it on, there's no light, and we don't have any electric, so... We've got 1 hour and 38. Now, if you do this without tutorial, you could press the start button, options button, and you can change the game rules. You can put the speed of your character all the way up if you want, and it just fires you, which is good if you want to get from place to place. So yeah, you can do that. But I'm not going to put that speed all the way up there. I normally have it somewhere like 1.6 to 1.9. Inventory, I don't want my animals to die, and I'm not going to do rotting of products. I am going to do rotting of products. Inventory capacity, as you can see there, it's 500 on the right hand side there, left hand side. So what we'll do is we'll go into the start menu, and if we put the inventory space up to its max, we can carry up to 5,000, which is handy. It can be very handy, but we want to make this as kind of almost as realistic as possible. So we're gonna drop that down to say 1. Flow of time, that's just the speed of the time. What we can do is we can put that up just now, so that we can get our broth made. So yeah, hopefully we can go to sleep as well for an hour if you want to speed up the process of your cooking. 8 minutes to go with that, and the pop-up should appear on the right hand side saying it's ready, and it will also give us a time when it will burn. There we go, broth is ready. Burning in 27 minutes, so we need to take it off. There we go. So we're going to go into the start menu, and we're going to change the flow of time. I know, as I said already, I know it's a lot to take in, but as soon as you've done the first mission for the graveyard, and then you know now to speak to the residents or the shopkeepers, and you can get jobs off them, then it's all plain sailing after that. It's literally just follow that, and you will get to a point where you need to clean up the farm. So I'm not cleaning up the farm just now because I want to do it as the game wants me to do it, because tomorrow there will be another bottle here, and then once you've done that task, the next bottle arrives, and so forth. So what we're going to do is we are going to take that broth to the lovely Anne. So we're going to go into the map, go to the marketplace, and they do close, so just remember they do close at a certain time for the night. So let's talk, and then we go to is there any reward, and there we go, that's that one completed, and we still have a coin, so we can do it again and again and what have you. So yeah, so we can just keep, if we bump into him, we can fight him. So you just got to keep on literally punching. Eventually, either you get knocked out and you lose your money. So yeah, the fighting sequence is absolutely, I don't want to use the word, but it's shit. Okay, I wouldn't normally do that kind of thing. It is absolutely shit. So yeah, there's a lot of gripe with certain fundamentals of this game, but you know, the basics behind it is good. Right, so what can we help you with this time? Nobody likes Henry. Yeah, well, nobody blooming likes him. Oh. Right, so we've got to try and fight Henry, but it's, yeah, we can't. Do you know what? I wonder. Right, let's see now. Let's see if we can pick a job that...
Tag Jason.
Yes, okay. Right, second life of scrap. Okay, let's go and do this one. So let's go into the journal, and we can expand that, and it will tell us what we need to do. So we need to go and collect some junk, which is easy enough because there's a load of it over here in the woods. Now this is the woods, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a signpost there. That means that it's a minefield. So now we just come up here, hits X, hit X. It will tell us when it's completed anyways, so we don't need to worry about checking. There we go. Now as you can see, I'm starting to move slower because I'm now overfilled. So what we can do is we can change that. And it'll make me go a bit faster. Which is good in a way. There's nothing worse than trying to walk all the way over here and you're going absolutely slow. Right, now with this mission, it's I have something for you. And there we go. Is there any reward? Now don't forget to click that. Is there any reward? And you get 250 coins. Woo! I've got money. I want to punch you right now. I hate your face. Right, this guy here does sell the hammer, so we're going to buy a hammer at 84 coins. You can buy a bucket as well if you want to, 140 coins, depending on how much money you've got, obviously. Now, we'll do one more, and I'm not going to do you because you want me to kill a boar, and I've not got any ammunition yet. Or do I? Oh yeah, I do. Right, let's go see if we can find a boar. No, I don't think it's going to be worth doing that mission. Let's go and speak to Sophia and ask if we can help her. Fresh eggs. Okay, fresh eggs. Now that could be fresh eggs from your own farm, collected, or I wonder if that would be bought as well. She doesn't sell eggs. Right, let's go back to the farm. Now on the map here, there's a bunker over here, which is the one in the minefield, and up here is a bunker. So we're going to go to that bunker in just a second. I just want to check something in my farm. Do I have my lantern with me? No, I don't. Of course I don't. I put it down because I'm an idiot. I don't think there is a minefield there. Right, let's just check the... Don't have any eggs there. There's no eggs in the chicken coop. Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to nip up here. Now you do get wild animals in this as well, so you've got to be very careful of that. Don't think this is a minefield. There was no sign saying it's a minefield. But there are plenty of other people to go and visit. There is, but when we get further into the game, we'll soon see that. Right, where is this? Ah, there it is. There's the bunker. So I found a bunker, which is nice. Now, there is absolutely nothing to get in this bunker because it is behind this door that you need a crowbar for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip that to the quick access panel. Number 4. And then I'm going to nip over to the marketplace. Hopefully they're still open. Yes, they are. And I'm going to go down to this guy here. And see if he's got a crowbar for me. 350 coins. Of course. Right, let's go and see. anything worth trading. Some people won't take items, so you've got to be ready for that. The ones that say sell will have a sell icon on them. I wonder if I could find a crowbar. Do you have a crowbar? I bet you do. Right. So yes, if you find a bunker, you need a crowbar to get into it. So, yeah. Now, if we go up here, we can speak to the priest, and he will have a job for us to build a tool chest or a chest for him. Can I help? All tools in one place. So if you notice, just behind him now, there is a white box. And this is where we need to go into the build menu. And he wants a chest. It's a bit fiddly, but you can rotate it with the D-pad and then press R2 to build. Well, actually, we can't press R2 to build because I need the materials first. I wish I'd blooming thought of that. Right, chest. We need to get planks. We've already got 2 junk, so what we'll do is go to the farm and we'll get planks. So right here in the gate we have planks. So if we go back to the build menu, it is 4 to start and 13 planks. So I normally take the 17 planks. So we go here and it will already be highlighted. Press triangle and we only want 17. There we go. Now we can go back to the map and go back to the church. Fast travel. There we go. Now this will take us to the opposite end. Just go in here one moment. Now there should be a chest somewhere. There is a chest down at the bottom, but we'll take that. There's a chest here. So we have got here tea, which we're going to take because that's good for us in the winter, keep us warm. Golden drink. Going to consume a bit of that. Take that light bulb, we're going to need that. Take those chocolates because we're going to give them to Sophia. These syringes, I just leave them just now on the German grenades. I just leave them just now. So there's no need for them at the moment. You can't even throw them unless you're actually drunk, which seems a bit stupid, but... Right, okay, let's go and build this chest. Build menu. Chest. That'll do. And R2 to build. Now it's already started it. So now what we need to do is highlight our little hammer here. And then it will come up like that, and then all we do is just hold R2. There we go. Press down on the D-pad to put the hammer away. And then go and tell the priest it's done. Or Priest Matthew. Is there any reward? Of course there is, a £300 reward. Or 300 coins. Don't want to fight me yet. I'll take you out next time. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That is literally how you play the game. It's not a very complicated game, but once you get the sort of basics, an understanding of the game. It's plain sailing. It's basically just become friends with everybody, and just do the tasks. There's a house up here. There's a house here with someone with tasks. I'm not sure how far you can actually. I'm assuming you can go all the way up there. I don't think you can cross over the rivers, but you never know. I've not got that far yet. This area down here is the biggest trading area with people with jobs and stuff. There are bonuses, uh, sort of bonus jobs you can do every March, I think it is. And if you think you can do the job and get it done on time, because you are timed to do it, you get bigger rewards. So, yeah. So that's basically it, guys. It's yeah, it's pretty simple. It's actually a pretty good. It's a pretty good game. As I say, the weather system, I would scrap it, start again with it. You know, just stop this rain every day. I mean, I'm saying every day, but I had it every day for literally 3 to 5 days, and it was really starting to get to me. But I do recommend you try the tutorial first, and once you've done the tutorial, you can start a new game and, you know, take it from there. You know, it's entirely up to yourselves. But yeah, so what we're going to do is go up to the farm first. But yeah, if you do it without the tutorial, you get that option to change the settings how you like it, whether you want the time going fast or slow, the speed of your character. Wouldn't recommend it on super speed all the time, for obvious reasons. Other than the landmine situation, but yeah, you don't want to be running over landmines. I think you hit 2 landmines. If 2 landmines explode, you die, and then you basically go back to the last save that you did. So yeah, don't forget to save your game. No eggs at the moment. So what time is it now? It's just after 6. Well, just before 6:30. See how far we can sleep. Let's sleep for 12 hours until... Yeah, let's sleep for 12 hours. There should be another letter outside the house. Okay, right, so first thing first, we're hungry. So let's go into here and we're going to eat that. And we'll eat a couple of apples. And we'll drink a bottle of water and we are okay to go now. So what we can do is we can start storing items in different places. If you want to, there should be, yeah, there's a chest here. There's a chest in the barn. There was a chest in the barn the last time I played it, but there isn't this time for some reason. Oh yeah, there is, right here. It's not illuminated for some reason when you go into that, but there is one here. So if you want to keep your tools in there, by all means keep your tools in there. It has got dark and it's 6:29 in the morning, which is really, really, really annoying. That's what I mean about the lighting and the weather situation. It's still raining, day 2. So there should be another letter turning up at some point. When is another matter, but it usually gives you the next indication of what you want to do. So, right, I'm going to leave it here for today, guys. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and also if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Don't forget to leave your opinions in the comments section, because I really want to hear the feedback that you guys have, whether you would like me to do to carry on from a day-to-day basis on this game, just doing tasks each day, or if you just feel like this would not be worth the bother. But give me your honest opinion, and yeah, don't forget to turn the notification bell on so you're informed of all my uploads, guys. So with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all in the next one. But until then, bye for now.